and start. Hello, everyone. Thank you to everyone who came out to the session today with Eastern College. We have Chris, Marina, and Regina on today. Marina is going to be giving the presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or use the raise hand feature, or write in the chat. I'll be keeping an eye on the chat. But without further ado, I will let them introduce themselves.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Marina Burchill. I am the education consultant, admissions for the Fredericton campus. And I will let the campus director, Chris Cantor, and the international education consultant, Ranjana, I'll let them introduce themselves before we get started.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Chris, the campus director, and I'm pleased to be part of this session with you to look at some of the options for training. I know that Marina will do a bang up job looking after you, getting all of your questions answered and trying to help you move forward into a training program. So welcome, and hopefully we'll be able to be part of your training journey in the near future. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Regina. I am the International Enrollment and Student Services Coordinator. I am based across all 3 campuses of Eastern College, and I'm here to answer any of your questions. I specifically look after international enrollments and the provincial nominee program stream of New Brunswick.
And I'm just going to add that we've asked Ranjana to jump in and join with us just in case any of you may have family looking to relocate or friends looking to relocate to New Brunswick, and we may be able to help them out as well with the training program.
Thank you, Chris.
Perfect. So let's get started here. We're just going to start off today's session with a few very important points about our, Eastern College in general and our faculties and campuses. We have 3 New Brunswick campuses, Moncton, Fredericton, and St. John. I am the education consultant for all 3 campuses as well. And again, Ranjana for the international students. So we're going to go through a little about who we are, what makes us different from other universities and colleges, some of our faculties and the programs that we offer, financial and career services, and that includes refugee bursary as well that we offer. And then we'll take some questions at the end, so that would be perfect. So we have 4 campuses in total. One of them is in Nova Scotia. So again, Fredericton, Moncton, St. John, and Halifax. And we have 6 faculties, a business, technology, healthcare, law, supply chain, and then art and design. Now, not every campus offers all 6 faculties. The art and design one is not here in Fredericton, but I'll get on to specifics later in the slides if you're interested in those programs. So these are the things that make our campus different. We have 4-hour-a-day classes, 5 hours if you're taking the personal support worker program, but they are considered half-day classes, but the diploma programs are full-time. So they are usually funded by the government, especially for citizens and, for citizens and permanent residents. We offer a choice in most of our courses, but some of them are strictly remote virtual class. So that means you can take it from the comfort of your own home in a virtual classroom setting using Microsoft Teams. And that would be a 4-hour scheduled class day with live interaction with your instructor and your classmates. One subject at a time. That's a big difference between us and a lot of other colleges. Is called modular learning, where you only take one subject, you master it, you get tested on it, and then you move on to the next one. There's no semesters and no jumping from subject to subject and teacher to teacher. We do pride ourselves on having extra help and tutors available at all times for our students. If you need anything, you can let us know. We can help you get the tutoring that you need through peer tutoring and extra help with your instructor. They're industry experts. They're very, very, very knowledgeable in the industry. It will definitely give you some inside knowledge to what the profession is during your studies. And especially our small class sizes are very, very accommodating, especially if you have any sort of small language barrier being a newcomer. The small class sizes, they could be anywhere from, say, 6 to all the way up to 20. 20 is considered a large class at our campus. We also have job search coaching. So we have a whole career department that helps you through your journey and at the end of the program to be able to get job ready and hopefully hired within the first month of graduation, sometimes during your field placement. The next is the field placement. That is on-the-job training at the end of your diploma program before you go out into the work world. It's mandatory and it's very valuable. It's very valuable in making connections in the community, showing what you're capable of, and having great references on your resume, and potentially even getting hired before you even leave the campus. Again, refugee bursaries are available. If you have refugee status, you would connect with me and I would go through that process with you as well. The first faculty is our business faculty. We have an accounting and payroll administrator program. It's very, very popular, especially since COVID has started. Accounting technician is a smaller version of the accounting and payroll administrator program. The accounting technician is the only program we have that does not have a work placement attached to it. It would be more for professionals who, say, for example, have credentials and have contacts in the community already and just need to get the paperwork to have on their resume. Business digital marketing specialist, that's a very popular course now since COVID, just simply due to the fact that businesses are mostly online now. If you don't have a great online presence, then you don't have a great business. So we teach digital marketing specialists. It's a very lengthy program. It's very detailed, a lot about how to help businesses grow in an online world. It's a wonderful program. Our technology faculty, the one IT program that we do teach here at the Fredericton campus is Advanced Systems Management and Cybersecurity. So basically that is a remote program. The option, well, it's a lengthy program. You have the option to write 10 certifications, anywhere from fundamental to advanced. So that means you can write an A+ certification all the way up to a Cisco certification. And the cost of the certifications is included in your tuition. The next one is a video game development. That is not taught directly here at the Fredericton campus, but because it's taught remotely, you can take that from anywhere. So if that interests you, you would definitely reach out to me and I'd be able to get the information to you about that program that is typically taught out of one of the other New Brunswick campuses. Our healthcare faculty is one of the biggest faculties that we have. I'm going to just go right down to the middle right now. You'll see the word free tuition beside the personal support worker diploma program. If you are a citizen or a permanent resident, you could be eligible to have the entire program paid for by the New Brunswick government. I can help connect you with those people to contact them and set up a phone call to see if you're eligible. That's a very popular program and it's only for a limited time that the funding is being offered. So if you are interested in that kind of diploma and that profession, I would suggest reaching out to me as soon as possible. The next program is starting on September 12th, and that very well could be the last one that is fully funded by the government. We do not know for sure, but we like to err on the side of caution. Massage therapy is very popular. We have one of the top massage therapy programs in Fredericton. Medical administrative specialist, that is obviously an administrative specialist with a specialty in a medical environment like a clinic or a hospital. Occupational therapy and physiotherapy assistant. That is a very popular program that we offer, rotating our campuses. This year, it is being taught at the Fredericton campus. You do need to be in the general area to take the program because it's an in-campus program because of all of the hands-on learning that's involved. Pharmacy assistant is quite popular. It's not a pharmacy technician, it's a pharmacy assistant. The difference between the two I can explain. It's very small, but the jobs available in the pharmacy assistant field, there's a lot in Fredericton alone and the outskirts. So it's a very high job market and demand. The same with veterinary assistant. That would be someone who runs a veterinary office and basically assists all of the technicians and the vet in their day-to-day, and they're trained in a very non-specific area so that they can do anything needed to be able to run the office appropriately. Child and youth care with addiction support worker. That is a very lengthy program that is very in-depth in counseling youth. So you'd be able to work with nonprofit organizations, possibly social services, and organizations that support the mental health and the physical health of youth, mostly ages 12 to 21. The next faculty is law. We have a paralegal program that's very popular, and then again, a police foundations. That is a very foundational diploma. It is in policing, so you'd be able to gain employment at places like the Canadian Border Services, Sheriff's Department, military policing, and things like that. Criminology is a program we do not offer here at the Fredericton campus, but it is now taught remotely. So no matter where you live, you'd be able to take this program in a virtual setting, as I described before. And criminology is slightly different than police foundations in the way that police foundations is more tactical, physical policing, and criminology is more psychology related. Now, this is a faculty all on its own. A lot of you might not be fully aware of what this industry is, but it's basically,
Excuse me?
Sure.
Regarding the paralegal, it will be on-site and full-time?
The paralegal?
Yeah.
No, the paralegal is remote.
Is remote, and it's
Yes.
it's full-time.
Yeah, we only have full-time diploma programs.
Okay.
However, we are only 20 hours a week. So it's an 8 to 12 schedule per week or 1 to 5.
Okay.
So that would be our 4-hour days, 5 days a week, and they're full-time diploma programs, but because they're taught one class at a time, you do a 4-hour day, 5 days a week until that class is finished, and then you move on to the next class after that.
And it will be for 1 year? The diploma?
The diploma program for paralegal, it's
Yeah.
about a year. I can actually send you the outline if you'd like to look at it. It's extensive, but it has a lot of valuable information.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, you can, if you wouldn't mind dropping your email into the chat box, I would be able to send you that as soon as we're finished our presentation, if you'd like.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. And now
Thank
the
you.
supply chain, you're very welcome, anytime. The supply chain and logistics program is a full-time diploma program. Again, it is a very wide range of duties depending on who you work for. Supply chain is the management of goods and materials from one point to another. So you would learn about getting goods and materials across borders, about the logistics of project management, And you can work for the government, large organizations, small organizations, any organization that ships materials and product from province to province or from country to country. So it's very broad. I'd love to speak about it. It's so broad that there's probably about 100 job titles that relate to this industry, and that's the reason why we have it as its own faculty. Ever since COVID, it's very popular. The supply and demand has been shaky since the beginning of 2020. And professionals are in very high demand in this industry because of the supply and demand struggles that every organization, every company in the world has been having since COVID started, and we don't see an end to it anytime soon. And so the industry is very desperate for trained professionals in this industry, and that's why this program for us is very, very, very popular right now. The next one is art and design. Now, these are not taught here at this location. Most of them, well, actually all of them are in campus. So you would have to be in the related area to be able to take these diploma programs. The most popular one is the barbering program. That is only an hour away in St. John. That's actually where Ranjana is located. The barbering program is not very long. It's just about 8 months, where as soon as you start the program, in the first few months, you're actually barbering, and they bring clientele into the campus, and you service the public and start cutting hair right away and learn all the ins and outs to be a registered barber when you're finished. The next one is makeup artistry technician. That's exactly, the name is exactly what it is. And there's a beautiful photo here that indicates it's basically makeup artistry is a lot of things that involve not just makeup, but eyelashes, microblading, things like that, that you would be able to learn through this program and branch off and get higher certifications once the diploma is achieved. Interior decorating, it's been quite a popular program for many years in the Moncton campus, still is, where you would be a diplomaed professional and an interior decorator. Now, this is the good part. This is where we are also unique. We help all of our students through their journey here at Eastern College at all of our campuses. We help them achieve the financial stability that they need to go to school, whether it's through a government student loan, government grants or bursaries, or personal payment plans for those who might be international, or those who might have the funds to be able to, and the resources to pay for their own education. But we work closely. We have financial advisors or financial aid officers. Their full-time job is to help students understand the loan process, the tuition process. And then when they graduate, if you have a student loan through the government, our financial aid officers help you set up a repayment plan as well. They just guide you through the whole process and help you focus on your studies and not veer your focus into the unknown world of government lending. So we definitely take that stress off your plate. And as a permanent resident or a citizen, there are a few factors with permanent residents. Typically, if you're here for more than 12 months on Canadian soil, even if you haven't had PR status the entire time, the fact that you've physically been here for over 12 months grants you eligibility to be funded by the federal and the provincial government. Now, if you're on Canadian soil for less than 12 months, you could still get enough for your education through just the federal portion of the application. But you don't need to remember any of that because our financial aid officers will help you with that process, like I said. Now, our career services department has something that has been part of our college for many, many years now. It's also one thing that does make us especially unique. because our career services department meets our students in the first few weeks of class and stays right by their side through their journey as well until they go out onto their work placement and complete their diploma program and start looking for work. So they will help our graduates and our students with their resumes. Even if you need employment to supplement maybe some income, if you're looking for a few hours a week at a part-time job while you're going to school, our career services department can help you job search while you're a student to find something that fits your lifestyle and doesn't put added stress on your studies. So they will help you with resumes, cover letters, which are very important, job search coaching, again, field placement. They will connect you with a host organization for your on-the-job training before you graduate. We welcome your opinion. If you have a certain organization or company you would like to become your host for that work term, then that is perfect. We'd love to hear your opinion. If we can make that happen for you, with you, we will. If not, don't worry about it. We do have a very big network of organizations that love to take on our students for their work placement. They help you with networking. That means, becoming a professional, whether it's a paralegal field or an IT field. They help you network in that bubble within your city and be able to get, build your resume, build your contacts, and get the job that you require, that you desire when you're done. They help you master interviews, which is usually the hardest part of interviewing when you first leave your diploma program. It might be a career that you've never been part of before, or it might have been a career you were part of in your previous home country. Either way, they do trial interviews, mock interviews with you, and give you hints and tips on how to really nail the interview and do a great job. And then when you're graduated and when you do get your job, there's free lifetime career services here at Eastern College. That means that 15 years down the road or 5 years down the road, if you want to change employers or take a little bit of a turn in your career, you can always come back to us and be able to get our help with all of the above listed things, with your new resume, with your new cover letter, with additional coaching or networking. So we're always happy to help our alumni students just as much as we are our current students. Now, here's our contact page. I'll leave it here for a moment for anybody who'd like to contact myself or Ranjana. And again, Ranjana specializes in international students, and particularly the ones that might be interested in participating in the provincial nominee program. I myself will help admit and answer any questions for any permanent residents or citizens who are interested in any of our campuses. Even a Nova Scotia campus, I can help you with that as well. And we will do our best to figure out exactly what interests you or what maybe previous studies you've had in your home country that can relate to the programs that we have here today. So the next question is just for, the next slide is for questions. I'm going to leave it here for a moment so that you can copy down our contact information. And anybody who wants any information, I can send you the program outlines. They're very extensive, very informative. All you would have to do is email myself or Ranjana, and we'll set up a phone call or just send you some information if that's what you need.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marina. That was very informative. And there's a lot
You're
more
welcome.
programs than even I knew of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so opening the floor to any questions. Does anybody here have any questions?
I noticed that Wasim did put some information in the chat there for you, Marina, to get details on the paralegal and criminology program as well.
Perfect. Chris, would you mind copying and pasting that email address for me? Because I have a feeling like I'm not the master of Zoom and I
Okay,
might X out of it before I get that information. I appreciate it.
I'll get it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I had a question. So there's the free tuition program from the government for personal support worker, but I wondered, is there any other programs that do that, or like that it falls, like they fall under that category?
Yeah, there's the longer one, which is the child and youth care worker one. They're covering that one as well. And again, under the same umbrella for a limited time.
Mhm.
The child and youth care worker one is considered a 2-year diploma. They're again, you know, they're covering the cost of it for eligible participants.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter which program you select. If you're eligible, you're eligible. So I would definitely be interested in, I can give you the contact information. Anyone who wants to email me, I can give you some information about the program and maybe some hints and tips about how to increase your chances of getting approved, because we have, you know, we've mastered how to streamline the process to be able to make eligible participants, you know, the approval process a little shorter. So if anybody's interested in trying to find full funding for the personal support worker or the child and youth care with addiction support worker program, just email me directly and I'll guide you through that process.
Mhm. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I ask a question?
Certainly.
Sure.
So the participants on this call, are you folks all in language training at MCAF, or are you finishing language training at MCAF and ready to move on into a new field?
Just unmute yourselves and you can answer.
I am ready to go forward, yeah.
Okay, and this is Wasim, right? So yes,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
definitely get some information out to you. That's wonderful.
Wasim, did you take ESL classes at MCAF?
Not yet. My English language is so far good,
Yeah.
and I might take French course because I
Okay.
am bilingual.
That's
Awesome.
perfect. Bilingual will get you very far in the capital city of New Brunswick, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And the reason why Chris, the director, she just brought that up is because to be successful and gain employment, typically employers do, as most people know, like to see a level 6 CLB. So that's what our standard is for acceptance into the college typically, is the proof of level 6. It sounds to me, Wasim, that you're more than a level 6 as it is right now, but
Yeah.
if there's ever any question, the documentation, if there's anybody that you know, a level 6 is typically the standard.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to
You're
know.
welcome.
Good to know.
And what about I'm not sure I'll say this correctly, but I'll try. Tai Hui.
Yeah.
Are you looking to further education, or are you in language training right now?
I think I accidentally clicked her mute. Just unmute yourself again. Sorry about that.
Sorry. I'm interested in a personal support worker and pharmacy assistant. Could you send me the link, please?
Absolutely. If you have you found the chat button in the, or the chat
Yeah,
box in the,
I'm typing.
perfect.
Here's my email address.
That's perfect. Yes, I will definitely send you the information. I would always suggest checking your junk mail if it's not in your inbox by the time I leave today, which is 5 o'clock, because sometimes I attach 3 or 4 things that get filtered to your junk mail. So just check there in case.
Okay.
So you're going to type your email into the chat?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, what about Kazim?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you looking to
personally,
further?
I actually have interest in cybersecurity. Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
cybersecurity, and I still have intention to probably enroll for French class. Although I'm not bilingual, but just I actually have interest in learning French as a language.
Yeah. Well, then all you'd need to do is when you're ready, just reach out to me directly by email me, and then we can start the process and connect and chat over the phone if you'd like.
All right, thanks so much.
And I
You're
see
welcome.
a question in from Feng asking what kind of language test is required for admission?
The standards that are used in New Brunswick, for us, we accept an overall level 6 IELTS or a level 6 CLB.
Okay. Yulia, would you like to shed a little light on where you might be headed?
Well, if anyone's too shy to speak up, then again, you can email me and we can start that process of getting you some information.
And
Yeah,
I see that,
yeah.
yes, Julia's just put in some information in the chat as well. Okay, what about who else haven't we heard from? Yang Ling or Mukesh?
Hello,
Okay.
Isawa?
Kazim, I'm seeing
Hello?
yours. You're looking for information on cybersecurity.
Yeah. I've sent my mail to the chat.
Perfect.
Cybersecurity and French class.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, what about Mukesh or Yang Ling?
Hi, I'm also looking for something in cybersecurity courses.
Okay, do you want to put your email in the chat as well,
Yeah,
and we'll
yeah,
get
sure.
something out?
Yeah, I'm going to type it soon.
Lovely. Thank you.
And while we're on the topic of so many people interested in the Advanced Systems Management and Cybersecurity program, that program does start multiple times a year. It's a very popular program. You do not need to have any previous experience in IT. I say you just need to have an IT ability. You just need to like IT to be able to be successful in the program. And you do not need to have any previous IT experience to be able to get into the program. So I will send you the information about it. It's about 8 pages, so it's a great read. And then you, just let me know what you need after that.
Okay, and I see 2 more items in the chat. Temesgen and Feng, are you able to type your email address there as well so we can get that back to you?
Sure. I will send it right now.
Okay. And then I see one more person, Sue.
Besides that, may I know the tuition fee probably for the international students since I'm from abroad?
Sorry.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I think
I'm interested in cybersecurity courses. Is it postgraduate program by the way, or is it a diploma program?
It's a diploma program.
Yeah, it's a diploma program, and if you're interested as an international student, then I'm sure Ranjana will not mind connecting with you about that and the tuition and details.
I'm making notes. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Marina.
All right. Probably since I do have a computer science background, I do have a BSc and MSc in computer science, but still I'm interested to know more about cybersecurity. So what do you think about the visa process? Is it possible to get a visa easily since I do have a MSc program and I'm on the way to apply for diploma. So probably, don't you think that I can get visa easily?
Okay, that is a very interesting question. The way it works is there is no specific guidelines. I think each individual student is assessed on their application by IRCC. So it will really depend on all the information you supply as part of your application, all the details, your background, your education, your language, and everything. And then based on that, IRCC will make that decision with your study visa.
All right.
But definitely, I will email you the details, the program
Okay.
fee, and all the other requirements as part of the program. And I will also send you the program outline, you know, how the program is structured. It's a fantastic program.
Perfect. Please send me the details via my email. I think you
Yes,
have
I
got it,
do.
yeah?
I see that. Yes, I see that on the chat.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, any other questions?
There's a question in the chat and it says PSW, is the PSW tuition free for international students?
It is not.
No,
No.
it is not. The government is supporting permanent residents and citizens.
And excuse me, are you offering
permanent-
any program in project management?
Project management would fall under the supply chain faculty that we have. Yes.
Mhm. And it's a on-site, it's online, it's a
That one is
diploma?
actually, yep, that's a remote diploma. So that means that would be, you'd be attending class just like we are right now, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week for the duration of the program. And you'd be just, you would never need to come onto the campus unless you wanted to, because we'd be happy to see you, but you don't have to.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I just add to that, Marina? However,
Mhm.
if you're international, you have to be studying in person. So if you've got family or friends looking to study, they have to be present. They have to be living in the province of New Brunswick to take the program. If you're looking for the
And-
provincial nominee program.
And do they have to be on campus every day, Ranjana, or just?
At the moment with COVID, our students come in 1 day a week. So they agree with the campus director. They have a discussion with the campus director and agree on coming in once a week. And of course, once COVID restrictions are cleared completely, it will be the 20 hours, as Chris said before.
Okay. All right, any other questions? Okay, well, you've got some contact information, so you know where to reach everyone. And we want to thank you all for taking the time to allow us to join into your busy day and your sessions. And we look forward to providing you with the information that you're looking for. Okay, and thank you, Sally, for organizing this. It was lovely to meet everybody, and I'm sure we'll be able to do this on an ongoing basis with your groups, okay?
Yes. Thank you on behalf of me and all the MCAP clients on here. Thank you so much for this informative presentation today. There was lots of questions at the end, which is always satisfying. And I love hearing when people ask questions because there's good interest. Even though I know that you guys have a lot of work now, I've seen as many emails go into the chat.
That's perfect. We love it. That's what we're here for.
That's
awesome. Awesome. No, I appreciate you guys so much today. And thank you everybody that joined on as MCAF clients. Thank you for your questions. And if you have any further questions, you have their emails or you can reach out to me and I can connect you or find answers for you. But I will end today's session. Thanks everybody again.
Bye guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.